Not the safest situation to be walking that path. Wouldn't recommend it at night, wouldn't recommend it alone. I don't know if I did or didn't. That was not good. Can we keep going? And considering this is a main road, oh. This is the road. Yeah, that's kind of weird because at Disney you feel, that's one plus I could say about there, is that you feel more secure, even if it's a false sense of security. I mean, it's harder for intruders to make their way into Disney property. You know, obviously, if they have so much road to get through, and considering this is a main road, oh. That was bad, huh? Huh? I don't know if I did or didn't. That was not good. Can we keep going? Oh, these are all people that... Are you seeing this? I don't know. That could have been employees, but the guy that just rode his scooter or bike that way was a hobo. That was very unsettling, unfortunately. Yeah, guys, we're on the walking path back to Cabana Bay. This road is a main road here. It's not an internal road, so unfortunately, we are seeing, be able to jaywalk or jaywalking?
Okay, wait.
We're seeing, because that was like really bad, actually. That was not good. This is the walking path, guys, back to our hotel. The problem is this is a main road, and we just saw like a not so good transient person that went by on a bike or a scooter. It was not good because he was eyeing us and glaring at us pretty bad, and we're in the daytime now. So, I mean, that was not the best situation. It's definitely not secure, the property. That's unsettling. Huh? This is not secure at all. This is very, very unsettling.
That this is not like you go to...
That this walking path, guys, especially if you're taking the route from Cabana to CityWalk or the parks, is not really the safest. There are, you know, transients that are eyeing you as you're walking. So it's not the safest when you're walking from Cabana, because when you're walking from Cabana, you're walking along the streets. Maybe some of the other hotels are closer. It's a little bit more internal, more people walking. But this is not the safest here. And there's also no, like, assistance things here. I don't even see cameras, which is weird. So it's unsettling. And I have seen one, isn't that crazy? One safety thing, that blue thing where you hit the button and you ask for assistance. They're in some of the garages. I've seen them in the parking lot. But I have not seen one assistance button the entire time we've been walking along the road. And this is over the road. And then yesterday when we got lost, the wrong path, we were right down there, and that's not good because, you know, you have transients and people on the road. So that was not the best. So like those blue assistance call buttons that you see in the parking lot here, there were none on this walking situation. And I just came from up there, and it was not really a safe situation. I mean, if you're at Cabana Bay, unfortunately, you're going to need to, get over to Sapphire and then take their boat, or take the bus from the property, because to walk the Cabana walking path that takes you along the side of the road is not the safest situation. Even visually looking at this, honestly, it doesn't look the best. So guys, this is Cabana Bay, but right over here is Aventura. And what's interesting is, let me show you back over here. That's the walking path that takes you to the not really safe route where you're going along the street there, encountering transients that takes you to CityWalk, which is, you know, down that way essentially. But when you go Aventura's walking path is a different walking path than this one. They will join up together at a certain point, but all the way once you get to CityWalk. And this one is more internal, meaning it's not going parallel along the road. So I've kind of made a mental note that if you're saying to yourself, I want to walk and I want to walk to the parks, Aventura is the safer hotel to stay at, unfortunately, than Cabana Bay. And there's no walking path, unfortunately, across the street. I can show you when I get up there. You'd be dodging across the street, and they actually have a sign up, please don't do that. But if you could dodge across the street and get over to Aventura easier, then you'd be able to get into the internal walking path to CityWalk. It's just not the safest situation going up these stairs and then walking along the road, which is the official walking path. It's not like you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. It is the official walking path, but you're encountering transients. It's not good. Unfortunately, if you're going to be staying at Cabana Bay, you need to be taking the bus. It is not the safest situation to be walking all the way down there, going up those stairs, and then walking along the road which is the official path to CityWalk. You're going to encounter transients there, and then with the garage where is the garage located that we saw that creepy guy? Again, which is all the way in that corner down there. We saw kind of what looked like a transient. We're not quite sure, but I think he was a transient, and he was like in the garage area, and it wasn't a good situation. And again, he may have come off of the road. So again, I don't feel this is the safest situation. Again, if they had an ability to cross the street here, which they actually don't, and get right over to Aventura, you could take their internal walkway to CityWalk. So yeah, you need to be mindful of that if you are choosing to stay at Cabana Bay. Yeah, so I just wanted to end this video because I think I'm going to make this a separate video. So yeah, if you're staying at Cabana Bay, the walking situation that is that way does not appear to be safe. You see, these vloggers are not telling you the truth because, I don't know, fake. Not the safest situation to be walking that path. Wouldn't recommend it at night, wouldn't recommend it alone. So yeah, I'm glad I stayed here, but if I had to choose one over the other, I'd stay at Aventura. It's a much safer hotel, and then the walking path is internal. So in other words, the walking path is like in there, and then the walking path of this resort is over there. And people would say, well, why don't you just go over there? Well, you'd be dodging across the street, and you're not even supposed to do that. So, yeah. Sign is actually right here, ironically, like you need to dodge across to go there. And ironically, it's telling you to go on this walking path. It's advertising it right here and telling you to go down there alongside the road, which is not a good situation. Okay, so I'm back at Cabana Bay. It was also weird at the park. I saw like a woman. It was at least one person I saw that was just like freely smoking in the park. Obviously, you're not supposed to do that, but I wish I had seen more like park enforcement that, you know, would go over to her and tell her that that's not okay.
The road.
So there's this gate here. So for example, I just walked internally with the resort, and then there's this door here that will take you in here, and this is where some of the rooms are. And for example, what's interesting is if you want to go into the resort this way, you have to actually use your room ID to get into the internal resort, and the same thing to open the door into the resort, like that sliding door that's over there. You actually have to use your room card again. But it was kind of weird because yesterday, this is the garage that is one of the parking areas you can use. You're staying in this building here, and I saw some weird guy with a backpack that was kind of like lingering in this area, and I think he even went into the garage. I mean, you could like give him the benefit of the doubt, say he was a guest, but he just seemed really sketchy. He really didn't seem to be like knowing where he was going, and not in a lost kind of way, more like, you know, in a creepy type of way. So And then earlier in the evening, I saw him kind of in this area, just like lingering. So that was kind of weird. And again, because this is Cabana Bay, so you never know.